Hi everybody, Pat Moody with another edition of Moody on the Move, heading around the region to businesses and places of interest. Go behind the scenes, and today we're back for an update from my friends at Professional Hearing Services in St. Joseph. Moody on the Move is made possible by Midwest Family and Little Red Fern Productions, focused on video storytelling to drive engagement towards building brands. You can again watch this anytime online at moodyonthemove.com. Today, we're back once again with my good friend, Professional Hearing CEO Julie Dunsing, and the team here at the Edgewater neighborhood in St. Joe. Now, Julie, your team recently came off of a great floor at the Senior Expo, where you had the opportunity to talk to a lot of folks. But it's uncanny how the same story emerges time after time after time. So many people just wait. They wait, and sadly, sometimes they wait until it's too late to fix their hearing. What do you hear from folks who just seem to misunderstand the critical impact that waiting has not only on themselves, but literally everybody around them?
Very true, Pat. We worked the expo and heard from so many people that we had seen previously in our office, weren't ready to take action at that time, and we said, hey, how's it going? Did you do anything? Not yet. We know stats, it takes on average 7 years for a person to do something about their hearing loss from the time that it's recognized. And in addition, still only 30% of people that have a hearing loss do something about it. So you're right, they wait, and we hear from them that in the meantime it's not only impacting them, but their family members as well. And the family gets the idea that they're just not interested because they're not engaging. They don't want to do activities. They don't want to be involved. They don't want to go to dinner. Again, because they put it off and they've decided not to take action. And it's exhausting. We recently had a patient, actually just in today, saying that's exactly what my wife said. She's exhausted. I'm ready to do something. So.
When you're wearing everybody else around you down, it's just really sad. Mm-hmm. But denial plays such a huge role in this whole waiting game, doesn't it? I mean, we're just reluctant to admit it's a part of life.
Very true. Denial is probably the biggest reason that we see from people coming in. They are surprised that they have a hearing loss, yet they recognize, I went to dinner and I couldn't hear in that restaurant, but it's just because that restaurant was too noisy. Or in fact, they're engaging with their family and their family's, identifying something and saying, you should have your hearing checked. It's fine, you just talk. The grandkids mumble, things like that. They just are not ready, yet to accept. I think they associate it, with just a different, aspect of life, and they're not ready to mess with it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just, it's like, it's almost a shameful thing, Oh my God, you have to wear hearing aids? No, I get to wear hearing aids so I can hear again. Thank you very much. I mean, it's just like, But the amazing thing is, people like Jim Pfeiffer, who you have captured, and brought his story to the fore. Surrounded by loud noises, literally his entire career, but he's learned how to dramatically benefit from your help. Let's take a look.
The old ones that he had hurt his ears, so he didn't wear them all the time. And I would repeat myself over and over. And over the course of 30 years, you don't just lose your hearing, but it gradually goes, and it does have an effect on everyday life.
The other night we went out to dinner at a noisy restaurant, and I clicked my button and it went to restaurant. We enjoyed just sitting there and visiting. I was able to have a conversation with my wife.
Julie and the team have just been amazing. They followed up with us, made sure that the insurance was billed and everything was great, and they're just wonderful.
The equipment's a big part of it, but the people are the real big part. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Julie, it's kind of sad to watch. I have a friend who recently got your state-of-the-art hearing aids, just like I did right here, and readily admits that her ability to hear has dramatically improved. But in the early days of wearing them, she was still so overly concerned about whether people would be able to see them, or people would go, oh my God, you have to wear hearing aids, fearful that she's going to be seen less than adequate or less than human. That's just not true.
Yeah, that is not true at all. There are so many styles of hearing devices. Some of them are completely invisible, and they cannot, nobody can see them. So there's so many options, and even if it is visible, it is so much more ideal to see a little hearing device than to constantly be saying, what did you say, and asking people. I mean, I think that's the embarrassing part, is asking people constantly to repeat themselves.
Believe me, I lived that life. I was constantly asking people, what, could you repeat that, say it again, whatever. And it's just, that's more embarrassing than, walking around going, yeah, I got this thing in my ear,
True.
There's nothing to gain. There's lots to lose when you either wait too long to find a solution, or you like to go the over-the-counter route, and get those little simple amplifier things. But you meanwhile watch relationships suffer and more. Aging doesn't have to be this hard. I've heard you say that so many times. Aging doesn't have to be this hard. Solutions don't have to be this hard. You can remain very active and vital with the incredible things that you bring to the table.
Very true. I don't know why aging has a negative tone. You can actively age and still have the best of, quality of life. It is more harmful the longer that you wait. It's harder to adapt. So the sooner that you do something about it, the immediate increase in quality of life that people see, as well as their families see. And it doesn't have to be difficult, like you said. It doesn't have to be hard.
Not even remotely. Well, for those who would like to learn more, there's a dynamic website at prohear.net, but you always offer an open invitation for literally anyone to walk in through the door to this remarkable facility that showcases the options and capabilities, including, and this is an important thing, because the other thing that so many people think is, well, they're just way too expensive. But even if you are, going for the highest end, you have financing options available and a whole lot more. So you don't want to automatically assume that the cost is too high, right?
Very good point. We do have plans for all budgets. We have options for financing. Some people have insurance. We encourage people, there's options out there. It is confusing. Just start with us. Contact us first. We'll do the background check on your insurance to see if you have a benefit. We'll be mindful of what your budget is and fit something that works for you.
It's at the core of your very well-being, folks. What is peace of mind and renewed hearing worth in your life? Ask yourself that question, and then come and see Julie and the team. They're ready. And remember, the door is always open at Professional Hearing Services here in the Edgewater neighborhood of St. Joe. And remember, too, that you can watch this again and show it to your family about why maybe, if you're somebody in your family who's saying, I don't want to do that, or if you're in denial, watch it again and see what we're talking about. And remember, you can watch this or any other episode of Moody on the Move at any time online at moodyonthemove.com. It's all made possible by our friends at Midwest Family and Little Red Fern Productions, focused on video storytelling to drive engagement towards building brands. We'll see you next time that we take Moody on the Move.